Hey everyone, how are you doing? This past weekend I went with my friends to the Owl Rehabilitation Society. It's for orphaned wildlife and they mainly take care of raptors. I think they only take care of raptors, I'm not sure. Um, it was really unique. I loved seeing all the animals. It was so heartfelt to know that they were being taken care of and that they had a lot of support. Our tour guide was Richard. Thank you so much, Richard, for answering all of our questions. I think they had around 20 birds that we were able to visit. First up here were a couple of bald eagles. The one on the left there is Big Daddy, and the one up on the platform is Abby. I thought I would sketch a little bit of our visit to the Owl Center. My daughter really loved going. I was really surprised she had questions and good questions. Here I'm just starting out with one of my favorite sketchbooks. I think it's called Moleskine or Moleskine. I'm not sure how you pronounce it, but it's their, I think their art creations or art sketchpad. I don't know. I'll actually have to look it up and link it down below for you. But it is one of my favorite sketchbooks. I love it. I love the color of the paper. It's off white. I love that it's smooth, that um it can handle some watercolor but not a ton, but I prefer it that way anyways. Owls to me are like one of my most favorite things to draw or to paint. They're always so unique and so different. Each owl always has its own um, kind of characteristics. And here I'm just being really loose and not really caring if it's exactly right. I think it's just kind of fun to not put a lot of pressure on yourself sometimes and just enjoy what you're doing. The owl that I'm drawing today is a great horned owl. It's one of the two that they had at the center. This one's name is Casper. All of their permanent residents are raptors that can no longer be released because of their injuries. Um, they wouldn't be able to survive otherwise.
There's a horse down here. He's missing part of his wing after he was hit by a car.
Aww.
Yeah. And then for Pharaoh, he can sort of fly. Because of his wing injury, it'll randomly seize up when he's flying, and it'll just basically make him plummet out of the air. So we can't release him like that.
Bald eagles have over 7,000 feathers, and they can live up to between 30 to 40 years in the wild and over 40 years in captivity. We also saw a barred owl. We also saw a rough-legged hawk and a red-tailed hawk. There were two great gray owls, and one of them was cleverly named Winston Church Owl. I have only ever seen barred owls and a spotted owl in my walks, in my nature walks. I've never seen a great gray owl before, so that was really special for me. So here I'm sketching a vulture. It was a turkey vulture. I love vultures. I don't know what it is about them. I just absolutely love them. I think it's their role as scavengers. I just admire them so much. The center had one, but I couldn't get a good picture of it, so I'm doing the best I can.
Yeah, usually they're.
So continuing on our walk, we saw a peregrine falcon, some wonderful snowy owls. I completely feel you, Betty. And last but not least, a golden eagle. So here's a finished picture of my sketch. There was so much to this visit. I didn't get to film it all, but they had a wonderful museum. For me, it was very educational. I learned about feathers, primary feathers, feather shapes, learned about eggs and skeletons, and I got to see some other specimens. that were also very interesting, some I have never seen in the wild. I also kind of thought to myself that this would be a great opportunity to take some close up pictures of animals that I don't often see, even though they're not alive. These are great references for art in the future, which I appreciate. I also think museums like this are very inspiring for some people. I know that others, when they see taxidermy and dead things, they get kind of freaked out or they think it's gross. And I completely understand that. It's hard to look at things that are dead or stuffed. But for me, I think it's important because generations after us need to see animals that have gone extinct or are becoming extinct because it hits home for them in their hearts. They see this beautiful 3D creature and think, how could these beautiful creatures go extinct? What have we done as a society to aid in their extinction? How can I change it? It really gets them to start questioning their own behaviors, their lifestyle, and it makes them want to be a part of the solution. Thank you to Orphaned Wildlife Rehabilitation Society for allowing me to film. If you would like to donate to them, I'll provide a link in the description box below. Thanks so much. See you next time. Bye.